And I'm back, people. It's your boy Mental Patient coming at you with another live commentary. We're playing Rust, and the server just wiped. All that hard work. Time to start over. See who we can meet. Make some new friends. Make some new enemies. First thing we're going to have to do is, of course, get some stone, get some wood, make some tools, make a hatchet, make a pickaxe. We're going to need to make a stash. We need to get a bow and arrow, hopefully, from this barrel. That would be so great. And yes, sir. Much easier to kill animals for their animal fat when you have a bow. Let's see if we can find some animals and maybe some blueprints as well on the way. Now, the blueprints didn't wipe this wipe, so I still have all my good stuff, but there's still some stuff I need to learn. And as I said before, the best option is to make a stash, so that as time passes on, you accumulate things such as this, all these blueprint frags. You want to have somewhere to bury it in case you get ganked, so you don't have to start off at square one. I pretty much go out for about 5-10 minutes at a time, get all the wood, get all the stone I can, get all the blueprint frags, and then I go back to my stashes and I put all the good stuff in there, like all the cloth and stone and wood and metal. Pigs are a great place to start because they don't run as fast as deers, and it's best to keep your distance from these guys right here. Luckily for me, off camera, I did put a bunch of stuff up in one of my stashes and I buried it, and I put a sleeping bag down so that if it happens again, I'm in the area at least. Seeing as this is a PvP game and a PvP server, you're of course going to encounter people like this that are just going to run up to you while you're naked. Luckily I have a hatchet that I found in a barrel that's metal. It does considerable more damage than the regular stone hatchet, of course. Having someone with you, like how I have Toria here to watch my back, definitely increases your odds of survival. If one of us died, we could have gotten each other up, etc., or grabbed each other's loot. I don't typically KOS, but I had just died to a bear, and this guy was trying to steal what I had just dropped on the ground, and this actually turned out to be one of my enemies, so that's pretty funny. He's not too happy about that. Once you've accumulated enough stone and wood, I would return to your stash and put it up, like I said, after 5 or 10 minutes, because the chances of getting ganked on a high population server are really high. Now, I've already started a base, and what I do is I make a 1x1 and I upgrade it all to stone with a tool cabinet inside, so that if I get ganked in the mid process of making a base, it won't matter because they will not be able to build there. Once you've finished accessing and burying your stash, you want to take a look around and make sure nobody is seeing you come out of the bush, because they can just go in there and find your stash if they stare at the ground for like 3 or 4 seconds. These moments when you don't have a door on your base can be tense because you're trying to get a furnace going and anyone can just walk up on you. I would definitely suggest making sure one of your friends stays and watches the furnace while the other goes out, looks for barrels, blueprints, trash, cuts down wood, gathers stone, animal fat, all that good stuff, because you will definitely have some people wandering around your base. And especially since the new update, the food and water has been nerfed, you're going to get dehydrated much faster and hungry much faster. You need to always be thinking about that. And definitely turn your house into stone as you go, just in case somebody does find your stash. That way all your resources that you gathered are put directly into making your house improve. Now, a lot of people tend to forget this, but a simple campfire is a great way to get metal fragments when you do not have a furnace yet, since a couple updates ago you can put used tin cans that you've already eaten the food out of and smelt them down. Unfortunately, to get a code lock, a metal door, and a furnace going, it's going to take more than just a campfire's fragments. And getting a metal door with a code lock up is pretty much priority as far as I'm concerned. Although, if you do not have a roof, people can just jump in. I like to hide in the bushes while I have stuff crafting, just in case I'm being watched. Now that my furnace is up, we're definitely in business. You can get a lot more metal fragments faster than just the campfire. And in no time, you'll have enough fragments to make your door and your code lock. Until you have the door up, and until you have the code lock on the door, you and your friends should be vigil, have your spears out, ready to fight. Because although they cannot build here, they can take all your stuff that's on you. And now, as you can see, we have a furnace going. We got our door. We got our code lock on. And now we just need to focus on the roof so that people can't just boost in and then jump on top of the furnace like this and then just jump out. Now that we have our metal door with our code lock on, it does give a sense of security. But like I said, somebody can just boost in. So you want to go out as fast as you can now with your partner and get all the necessities, especially lots of wood and stone. And since the last update, they've dramatically improved where stone nodes are going to spawn. They're going to typically be more around the rocks than before. So gather up as many as you can, get back to base, get that roof on. Think about the future though when you're putting on the roof. If you're planning on putting a hatch in, you want to accommodate that and not put up just a typical roof, because then you're going to find the pain in the ass to have to tear down the roof at a later point. Once you have a second floor and you have a roof on the second floor, I would suggest building a separate room upstairs for your treasure chest and transporting all the treasure you have on the first floor to the second floor, as it will be much more difficult if they do successfully raid and get into the bottom floor. They're going to have to blow up your hatch, and then they're going to have to get boosted, then they're going to have more C4 just to get into this separate loot room. So let's go on back down to the first floor. Let's get our stuff out of the first floor chest, like I said. And let's bring it all upstairs, and soon we will have a door for our new second story loot room. I would definitely use hatches now that they're available instead of stairs, because you can put the code lock on them, and if they do not have the code, like I said, they're going to have to C4 and then they're going to have to get boosted up here. Once you got your base situated with code locks and metal doors, and you got your loot room upstairs with all your stuff inside of it, I would definitely consider going outside and putting down some more 1x1s just out of reach of where your building privilege is to increase your range. So I will build 1x1s typically like this, put a tool cabinet in it, get my building privilege, and go on the other side of the base, build another one, increase the range some more, and before you know it, you're going to own most of that land all around your base, which is the really smart thing to do, because people will figure out the range on your cupboard and they will exploit it and build tall structures near your base just to be able to jump down within your walls. Once you have all that situated, I would definitely get on making better weapons and armor and ammo for your weapons. Pistols are really easy to make. They only cost some cloth and a little bit of high quality metal, and just like that, you have the upper hand already within a couple of hours of a server wipe. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know, and we'll see you on the next Rust video. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so and like the video if you enjoyed it.